Monday, the 38th of September. This is the final business and markets day for the month. And effectively, we're putting the third quarter behind us from today. Tomorrow is the 1st of October. It's going to be a national holiday, so the markets will be closed in Nigeria. Friday, the market was down less than 0.1%. The PRVM was better by 41. EGX started on Sunday in Cairo by 0.6%. Taking the 31,000 EGX 30 index a lot higher. Then you have the NSE 5 basis points on Friday, and South African markets up by 0.3%. That's the GSE, by the way. It's been a very roller coaster third quarter for stocks in South Africa. That's according to latest data. The GSE posting record highs during the quarter. In particular, the month of September. Again, we've seen some positive news, as it were, in terms of the state of the economy, business confidence, interest rate cut by 25 basis points by the South African Reserve Bank, and inflation trading slightly below the SARB target of 4.5%. Let's take it off and just look at the East African corridor with some of the headlines just to get us started in the new week that takes us crossing into October and the final quarter of the year. Kenya has been ranked second in Africa in terms of the EFDB projects that are on the blacklist of the DFI. And the Chinese electric vehicle maker BYD has launched 3 models in Kenyan market just to seek penetration of Kenya's electric vehicles in East Africa's biggest economy. Uganda Airline is looking to expand their fleet with the purchase of 8 new aircrafts, while Access Bank of Nigeria reported late last week that it's completed its acquisition, got all regulatory requirements for the purchase of Bank ABC of Tanzania. The bank will now operate under Access Bank of Tanzania umbrella. And the Bank of Tanzania, which is the central bank, is moving to rein in digital lenders. We saw a similar development in Nigeria by the FCCPC, the Consumer Protection Agency, with the digital money lenders going to the markets, conducting businesses in a manner that's not in the best interest of consumers. Looks like the central bank in Tanzania is taking a second look at the operations of digital lenders in the East African market. And the IMF has reaffirmed Rwanda's credit score at B2 and says the country's strong economic outlook, economic position, fetch it a stable outlook from the rating agency. Congratulations to President Kagame and the rest of his team. Let's move on to West Africa very quickly. The Central Bank of Nigeria says the rules regarding the sale of FX to bureau de change operators will remain in place, and that's according to the regulator in using his X title, formerly known as Twitter, to send out that message. In the meantime, the EFC, African Finance Corporation, has led the latest $100 million deal for Etana Lagos Digital Economic Zone. The idea is to set up an economic zone for digital companies that want to do business in Nigeria and to register and situate such businesses in the country. It's a very big deal that was signed on the sidelines of the just concluded UN General Assembly in New York last week. Trading is resumed late last week on Okitikupa oil palm because the NESD over-the-counter market said the right offer of the company has been concluded. We also got news early Monday today that Aradel Holdings share restructuring and the redenomination of the share price from 10 naira to 50 kobo per share has been concluded, and stock is now also open for trading at the NESD over-the-counter market. ECOWAS says she's setting aside about $380 million to electrify schools in Nigeria and other countries within the region, just as Nigeria got news this morning from the World Bank, an approval of $1.57 billion for specific projects in irrigation, dam protection, as well as healthcare and education in Nigeria, including human capital. That is given this money. Is the latest approval for specific projects funding by the World Bank for Nigeria, and that just came through on board. Togo is reporting exports to the rest of the 16 West African ECOWAS market at nearly 400 billion CFA franc within January and June this year. By the Bank of Ghana, interest rates declined to 27%, and the launch of a gold coin as an investment option for Ghanaians is still in the news. Let's move it up down to Southern Africa, and let's just check in a couple of headlines just to start the week and to wrap up September. Inflation in Zambia rising to 15.6% last month. Trade deficit of about 0.6 billion, Kwacha reported for the month of August. And Southern Sun is reporting leases for prime Durban beachfront hotels and planning 1 billion rand investment. It's been a good time, as it were, for Southern Sun and a few others in South Africa, because since the end of the pandemic, folks are flocking to South Africa from Durban to Johannesburg to Cape Town, just to have a taste of tourism that the country has to offer. Namibia, it says its EU beef charcoal exports will continue despite new rules set by the EU that's coming into effect this quarter. And the central bank in Zimbabwe, that's the RBZ, has raised key policy rate and devaluing the ZIG by 44%, and that's taking the gold-backed currency up to about 14 ZIG against the US dollar. And Zimbabwe's party says it wants to expand within the Southern African market, or the SADC region, by putting additional $30 million investment in place just to get its operations going in wider coverage. Finally, in North Africa, this Monday, the 30th of September, the 2024 Africa Investment Forum, organized by the EFDB, will take place in December in Morocco. Rabat is where it will take place December 4 to 6. That's according to latest notification issued by the EFDB. And Morocco and China are looking to boost textile cooperation and expand the business of textile manufacturing in the North African economy. We're seeing a similar deal being signed in Egypt as well. The central bank in Libya, however, has accepted the deadline for 50 dinars banknotes. That's been pushed forward to allow more of the spending period. And the minister in charge of industry and investment in Egypt has had a meeting with the heads of international companies operating in Egypt to seek more support on how they can increase foreign direct investment in the North Africa's biggest economy. Those are your headlines. Monday, the final Monday in September. Welcome to October tomorrow. Today is the final day in September, and we say welcome to a brand new week and enjoy the rest of the day. I am Bosin Namofaye, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.